Hey everybody, what is happening? Joe the Geek here. It is another movie review for you guys. Yesterday I went to go see The Death of Robin Hood, and I'm going to give you my summary and um, my opinions, thoughts, and rating for this movie review after. So stay tuned.
I am the outlaw, Robin Hood.
So, The Death of Robin Hood. If you've seen this movie, like always, I'm always going to ask this in all my movie reviews. If you've seen this movie and you know the summary of it and you just want to skip to my thoughts, ratings, and comments about my opinions about this movie, just go to this time stop right here and then I will give you my ratings. But still, if you haven't seen this movie, here is the summary of The Death of Robin Hood. Now, A24 made a movie called The Death of Robin Hood. This is based on a different folklore tale of Robin Hood's death. And I think they depict it really good because in the folklore's tale, he did die in a monastery. But anyways, yeah, we're going to talk about that later. But still, that's what the movie's based on. And the summary of the movie is basically Hugh Jackman, one of my favorite actors. He does good movies. All his movies are really good, being classics, being really good performances, especially with all the X-Men movies playing Wolverine. He plays Robin Hood at old age, different type of Robin Hood. And instead of the legendary folktale that we all used to see of him stealing the rich, giving them to the poor, and basically falling in love with Maid Marian, you know, those happy romance stories set in the medieval times. And I guess it was the 18th century, somewhere around there. I'm not too sure what century it is, but in this one, he's depicted as a bad assassin. Like he's depicted as a murderer, basically. So you don't see him like a regular stealing from the rich, giving to the poor with like his bow and arrow. No, he uses bow and arrow to kill people. I mean, this movie is very dark and grisly. There are some good gory scenes in this movie, and basically, what happens is he plays Robin Hood, and him and his best friend Edward, aka Lil Jon, Lil Jon, played by Bill Skarsgård. They're on basically not a mission. They run into the village of Edward's family, and they stormed this village, which was taken over by these rich medieval soldiers, I guess, so by a king. And he sets the village on fire, so Edward and Robin go in and killing all the bad guys, if you would. And basically what happens after that is Edward sees his wife being captured by one of the bad guys, and he goes ballistic when the bad guy kills his wife, and he does the beating of, like, that scene was just grotesque. Anyways, the beating of his life. So, and then there's one kid, I think he's one of the sons of the king. He runs off and tries to go back home while Robin Hood sticks an arrow through his head, and yeah, it's just crazy. So Robin Hood, basically, he meets up with the king. The king beats him to a bloody core, and he's almost dying, but Edward kills him, and basically what happens is Edward takes him to a monastery far from civilization on a different island, and this monastery basically helps injured people and everything. So he meets a nun. He meets Bridget, the nun, played by Jodie Comer. And basically what he does, he just stays there at the monastery every day. He heals up quickly all the wounds that he got from getting beat up by the king. And he stays there. He kind of, I don't know if he falls in love with the nun, basically, but he changes his way. He turns like into a world where like he turns his mind into a place where he notices that all life is not just about death and killing and everything. He notices that through the monastery, all the children playing there, all the nuns taking care of the children, and basically that is his sanctuary, and he stays there throughout the whole rest of the movie. And just you think that what's happening with him, it goes very happily. No, obviously the title says it all, and that's basically the summary of The Death of Robin Hood. Now, my summarization, plot points, and everything. What do you think about this movie? It was good. I gave it a try. I saw the trailers. I did the trailers back then, the reactions back then. And it's different from the other Robin Hood folklores. Like I said in the beginning of the summary, it's very different. It's dark, grisly, it's gory, it's not what you think. Hugh Jackman did a great performance, just like I said in the beginning of my summary, that his performance was really well done, like all his movies. I like how he acts like the old man Robin Hood, just like when he did back in I think it was 2019, the Logan movie, starring himself as Old Man Logan, and it's different and, like I said, very gory. Maybe I would say maybe an hour in the movie, it's really well done with the fighting, the gory thing. Costumes are just amazing. I love the costumes. I love the cinematography where they filmed all the good scenes, and it's really good until the last, maybe, I don't know, half an hour. It kind of slows down a little bit. It's basically him at the monastery, like I said. So it's basically no fighting, no violence in that. He basically tries to stay in the monastery, and it's just all dialogue. He sees his Edward's friend's daughter. She comes on the boat from the mainland to the island of the monastery and tells Robin that he died also, so he basically has to become the father figure of Margaret, and I forgot who Margaret is played by. He's a little girl. Anyways, yeah, it's different. Basically, he hunts, he traps, he does all these things from the monastery. He hunts animals, he traps them for the food, for everything, and basically that's what the movie is. Bill Skarsgård, obviously you all know him from the It movies. He does a good job playing Edward, aka Little John. With the makeup, you don't even recognize him with the makeup, but it's there. He does a great performance of it. Yeah, and I wanted to say something else. Anyways, yeah. So basically, those two good performances of Bill Skarsgård and Hugh Jackman. Jodie Comer, I've never seen her in other films, but she did a good, decent job as the nun in this one. The actors were good. So, like I said, cinematography was just amazing with the land shots and all the beach, the ocean shots and everything. Really good. But like I said, I give it 3 stars. I first came in with a 4-star rating when I first started the movie, and then after, like I said, the last half an hour, 45 minutes, it was just kind of not my thing. It was a lot of dialogue. Don't get me wrong, I like slow dialogue. It has to have some good scenes where it's just not action, but just the dialogue is just different. It takes so long for one scene to cut into another, and it's just okay, not to a point where it's like, okay, where's the ending kind of thing. But other than that, 3 stars. I enjoyed it. It was good. I came out satisfied. It was a good movie. Like I said, Hugh Jackman, good job of it. And that's my review for The Death of Robin Hood. What do you guys think of the movie if you've seen it? What are your opinions? Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Comment down below and give me all your comments. Alright guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and as always, follow me on my social media. Catch you later, dudes.